Hey guys, what's up? It's Adam here, aka Cena Guy. I'm back to my playlist again about meeting all the WWE superstars, divas, legends, and Hall of Famers. I know in my last video when I did my review on Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I said that was the last one because, as far as I was aware, I was up to date with all my reviews of meeting all these superstars. But I've already done a review about meeting Gangrel. You know, the first time I met him. Well, I've met him a second time also, and that's the one I want to do a review on. So I apologise if I said that Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the final one. One I missed out was meeting Gangrel for the second time. If you haven't seen the one where I met him for the first time, please check that out. It's the one where me and Gangrel are shaking hands and he's posing in front of the camera, which is kind of cool. Now, the second time when I met him, he was touring again over in the UK because when he left WWE, he actually did some indie shows or did some shows for another company, mainly All-Star Wrestling. And he was in All-Star Wrestling when I met him for the first time. I got a backstage pass and I went to see him. But what was more cool about that was the fact that before the show started, I saw Gangrel in my hometown walking the streets, and he went into my local McDonald's. And that was a strange sight to see a guy that I loved watching in the Attitude Era of the WWE, which were the best days, by the way. Gangrel in the Ministry of Darkness, hanging around Edge and Christian and all that. And just seeing Gangrel in my hometown going into my local McDonald's was a very weird thing. But I like Gangrel, although he never got the push he deserved in WWE and he never won any major titles or never took part in any major storylines. He was still a big Attitude Era star. And I really like Gangrel, the whole vampire gimmick. And when I saw him for the second time, he was with the All-Star Wrestling show again, and he was in the main event. It was Gangrel against this British wrestler, and again, I'm such a big fan of Gangrel that at that night I didn't want to cheer for the hometown hero, because Gangrel was American and he was fighting this British wrestler, and again, some other people in the crowd were like me, they were familiar with Gangrel, and they all wanted to cheer for Gangrel instead of the British wrestler, and it was like a bit of an awkward thing, but still we had fun. It was a great match, a great main event. Gangrel ended up winning the match, so he beat our British wrestler, but some of us weren't so disappointed in that. Well, at the end of the night, they announced that I was selling backstage passes, and I said I want to meet Gangrel again, so I did. I went backstage, met some of the other superstars that were in that show that night. And I met Gangrel for the second time, and just like the first time, he was a nice guy. I've spoken to him for a few times online also, Gangrel, so it's nice to know that he's got time to respond to fan mail and things like that. I think he's a very cool guy, and a great wrestler. Like I said, we had that photograph, he didn't charge me or anything. Like I said, I got that autograph, that cool autograph where he's doing like that pose, and he signed it. And then he posed like, in front of the camera. So it was nice of him to do that. Where many superstars don't like having the pictures took up with fans for some strange reason. But Gangrel was willing to do that, and I've got no complaints from a guy who is willing to do that. So meeting the second time was great. I must say I had more fun enjoying meeting him the first time, because in the first time I had that little bit of a good story to tell about seeing him in my local town going to the McDonald's. But like I said, I enjoyed meeting him both times, but I say the first time was my favourite. And plus, I like the photograph better with me and Gangrel shaking hands, so. But, again, great guy. Please like, rate, and comment, everyone. Email if you've got any questions. Peace out.